Hey everyone, Odds here. Welcome back to the channel, or those of you on the live stream today, hello. We're here for Borked Builds, our fun day Tuesday excitement, I guess. So all week we've been taking submissions for this week's Borked Build challenge, and we have a special one for you here. It is the Shockwave Arclight. So all the players this week were tasked with basically just teching Shockwave Arclight, using it as a I'll say like integral part of their strategy. I don't believe that I said it needed to be first teched, but some of you may go first tech anyway, but we'll see. Hi mom, get the camera. Yo, YouTube. So this first replay is from Evil. So Evil is up in the top in the red pants. Already starting with the arc lights here. And immediately into Mustang. Okay, so we got quick supply. All right. Those of you on Twitch as well, let me know if like music is too loud or anything like that. If there's any production issues here, let me know. I think the spirit really called for the first tech. Yeah, I know you guys are getting on my grinding my gears last week for that. I made a mistake. All right, here we go. Beautiful timing here. Everything coming in. What kind of text we got on these void eyes? We did have a slight void eye nerf with the aerial mode. So there's a range decrease by an additional 5. Now they're down by 15. I don't know about you guys, but I mean, I removed aerial mode. I think that is gone.
Solid_ware just subscribed.
Wow, thank you for the subscription. I really appreciate that. I appreciate all you guys in chat and all your submissions and keeping this kind of fun spirit of Mechabellum going here. So we couldn't do without you. We'll keep this on 2x for a bit. I think we've got about 9 replays or so to go over. So we're gonna keep the first number of rounds relatively high paced. All right, so some comments here I missed. Shockwave feels like a tech you take to counter certain tech's boards, like loose formation, rather than something to build around. Yeah, and that's part of the challenge here is can we make it a tech that we can build around? That maybe there is a way that we can use it where we can find a scenario that it is overpowered or whatever. That's kind of the fun of the Borked Build is we try to use like maybe underutilized tech or strategies or something like that to see if there is any way to make it viable. We do prefer to have games that our players win, but you know they don't always win. But it is obviously more exciting when they do. But yeah, that's how we can find out I don't know cool plays sometimes. Like we did some that were really weird. And I guess also in chat now, you guys should think about what we want to do for next week. We can do stuff with techs again. We can do stuff like getting +2/+2 before ever researching a tech on a unit. I think that would be kind of interesting. Just to see if there's a way to navigate the game that way. Kepals says, Shockwave Arc might just be secret OP headbutt chaff clear. Yeah, actually, yes, Kepals, I saw your screenshot on that Elite spec game that you had. That wasn't Arclight though, actually, never mind. That was Wraith and Raze. But if you had like a similar position and a headbutt like that, maybe the Shockwave, because it overlaps a lot, would work. I also know that Evil, was it you? Said that they were doing a bunch of acid in combination with the Shockwave, and therefore the Shockwave would do more damage. So right now the problem is it doesn't do enough damage, right? So that's a pretty creative way to get over that hurdle, maybe. More Arclights or acid? I don't know. Maybe we'll be seeing it this game, yeah, in your replay here. Evil says, opponent has 2 little chaff, so I waited for the right moment to use Shockwave, so please be patient. No problem. Has there been a Borked Build vid for ground attack raise yet? So we had, when the big patch came out with all the new techs, it was a free-for-all. I left it open for submitters to choose whatever text they wanted. As long as it was a new one, we wanted to explore. So we did get a couple, I think just 2 replays that used the ground tech. Oh my god, those shots were huge. There's a couple replays that had ground tech. I don't think it was fully explored, though. That could be what we do as well. That would be the next or last tech that we haven't really featured. Fabled says 2-2 sounds like silly fun. Odyssey says smamp arcs for bonus shockwave damage. I don't think... Wait, do the items stack the damage? Because this is 82 even at level 2, and at level 1 I think it's still 82, but the items increase it? I don't think that they do. Arc Tech is great as long as there's no sub-blitz, but maybe you just combine it with Worm or Hacker to keep the crawlers out of the ground. Or Rhinos. I see it here, but I don't have enough time to develop it full might. 82 with Acid to 87. Because Acid does how much more? 250% more. Wow. Serious. Nice block here, by the way. Excellent. Oh no, but they're gonna go in the fire anyway. Oh shit. All right, but we got a nice comp here coming along. We got some Phoenix, protect the air. We got those Scorpions already with siege mode, just blasting away. And these steel balls also kinetic charge by round 5. I love this. I love seeing kinetic ball. It's such a fun tech. A lot of damage coming out. Are we even gonna get there? Are we even gonna get there? Samurai Fort, Stormy, Fire Badger. Odyssey, I saw that Dachshund took you out in the Egophobic League. What happened there? Woof. Oh shit, acid crawlers. Nice. Nice! Hey, it's coming together here, and now we've got the shockwave. This is cool. A worm. This is cool. But you're already like almost killing them, so you've got to like not win for a bit. Let's see this get fully operational. Battle cruiser operational. That's so cool. Yeah, now it's all the acid is left there. And the shockwave. Yo, it does so good. Steel ball's getting stuck on these sledges a little bit. Left side is absolutely smashing here. Right side, wow. Do you just win this like that? Oh my god, just like that. Just like that, Evil. 6-rounder. Damn, son. Okay, I want to play this one again, actually, because that was very cool. Round 6 here. So we had it on fast mode. I thought this replay was going to be longer. So. Two crawlers, acid. I thought the acid was going to come with a Scorp, but hang on. All right. So, these guys come in. These guys are flying, that doesn't matter. And on this side, 1, 2, yeah, those crawlers die in like 2.5, 3 shots. That worm was right in the acid too. Yeah, that was. Oh no, these guys. The acid lasts quite a while. That's really cool. Nice move. That was awesome. Whoops. I have to try kinetic balls. The range is crazy. It totally is. Oh man, this is cool. I don't think we're gonna see anyone else do this. This was really neat. Well done, Evil. Man, you guys are so creative sometimes. Like, seriously. I think what happens at, like, really high levels, too, is you feel like you get locked into certain, like, builds or whatever, like, things that you have to do. And so sometimes taking a step back and doing these, like, Borked Build things is really fun and a good way to, like, use your brain to, like, try something new and maybe find something. I think there's something there, maybe. It does take a lot of tech. Well, I mean, arguably not, right? Just range, shockwave, and then acid crawlers. Well, I think that's pretty cool. So now we've got Odyssey up a bit against B-Man here. This is going to be a pretty high level game. Where are we? Let's speed this guy up. Odyssey doesn't even like put anything when he submits a replay. It just says shockwave. Shockwave game puts replay. So yeah, thanks for the context, brother. I think opponent underestimated fangs. Kinetic ball is great in the 69 mid-range, yeah. And the thing about mechabellum is that the game is not solved. There are always crazy things that can work. 100%. I've said this before too, but anytime there's a new patch for a strategy game or a new game that comes out, that's always the best time to play because it's at the state where it's the least solved. So there's always crazy shit going on. So Odyssey's in the blue, in the south, and the B-Man in the north. So we've got a unit drop already. Very quick wasp pick. Now, Odyssey, did you know that you were going to go Shockwave? Like, were you trying to go Shockwave this game, or was it just a game that it so happened to be the right answer, potentially? I play in a perpetual state of least solved. That's the real ticket. Get fired here. Wasn't planned in advance, but saw an opportunity. Okay. Let's see if I can see that. This seems like it's going to be a game where there's just, you know, a lot of fire badgers and void eyes. This is like a low chaff game, theoretically. So I'm interested to see why you think Shockwave is going to be good here. Oh. Redeploy. Wait, what? We got 3 missiles here. You crazy. So we have our defensive Arclights here, range first, round 3, yeah, all standard stuff. And double missile. No. What? What did you do? Calculated. Well, I have D&D in 6 minutes, so I can only hang out for a bit. Oh, hey, JD Howard. Oh, no! My D&D was canceled this week. Unfortunately, we couldn't get a good date. I haven't played since last year. Just realized Odyssey is read like Odyssey. Yeah. This is the Smurf account here. Very creative. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, so no shockwave yet. Well, there's less badgers than I would have thought. You took the level up on the wasps, eh? Ah. I guess you took the level up because it was the only thing they have that shoots up. English is my first language and it took a few tries. I see, Odyssey. Fishing giant. Another redeploy? He's got 2 redeploys here. 2 redeploys playing standard. I guess to move around the Phoenix? Could be good against the missile strikes. That's interesting. Wait, B-Man's streaming right now? Redeploy is so good. Like, but you usually don't see it in standard. You usually see it on aggro boards. It's very good as aggro. You can move things around, and especially if you're doing like on the flank and then moving to the other part of the flank.
Player 62411 just followed.
Thank you for the follow.
It's underscore fabled just followed.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. He doesn't move this, though. It just gets blasted. What the hell was the point of taking the redeploy? Oh, and now we got the shockwave. Here we go. Let's slow down to 1x now. I can't even see what's going on. But yeah, there's just a whole bunch of clumped garbage. This kind of is happening a bit in the meta where we have like a whole bunch of hounds and like this sort of like death ball-y kind of situation. Oh my god, look, it doesn't even kill the wall. Dude. So I don't know, maybe a shockwave will help against that if you build enough Arclights. Usually I don't... Arclights are decent against hounds too, you know? But... I'm not too afraid of them when I play hound a lot, obviously. I just click chamber compression and then I'm happy. Another redeploy? Come on, 3 redeploys, B-Man, let's go. Maybe. We got Fort, Steel Ball, AA on the fort. Looks great. That efficient giant super supply gonna work out. Like super slow trickle fangs. It's nice, but then is it nice enough? Okay, bye. Excited to watch the video tomorrow. Okay, yeah, I'll have it up in the morning. Have fun with D&D. Don't die. Good block on fire. I'm climbing with Hound Fort Air, and Arclight isn't scary at all. Damn, just got another double missile there. Or single. Oh, wait, we're too fast. Why is it on 2x again? Big missiles coming down here, and all this stuff is clumped up into the Arclight spam. And it does add up over time. Everything's locked onto the forts. Forts don't care. Nice, big round. Sorry, Fabled. I'm climbing with Hound Fort Air, and Arclight isn't scared at all, but also nobody is clicking Shockwave at 1.2. Nobody's clicking Shockwave at any level, to be honest. Mustang for Odyssey makes sense. That's what I was going to suggest. Mustang covers like air safety, and then Mustang Fort is a decent comp together as well. The ranges kind of work out. If he clicks... Oh shit, he doesn't even have range, he has solid shot. Well, 135. Anyways, the Mustangs do stay safe behind the fortresses. And actually, this is going to be a really good pickup against the Overlord here. That was always possible. Also likely, considering going into Fortress. That is a lot of forts. I love this little staircase. Protected on the right, with the air as well. So let's try to pay attention to 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 Arclights kind of like firing in here. I use Shockwave every game. I've been a bit of a lose streak. Maybe you just need more Arclights. It's so bad in the Hound meta. Yeah. AA Wasp. Clearing Wasp is really good. But I mean, that takes 3 techs to do that? Like, who cares? You need range, you need AA, and then you need Shockwave. Okay, so are these clearing quickly enough? There was fire this round. Looks like Odyssey, I don't know, Chaff War kind of moot on the left. There was fire. Right side, Chaff War, Odyssey's winning. And you know what? These fortresses are actually killing these overlords with their missiles. Spade says, as his scrim punching bag, your brother is one of the most annoying people to play against, but I do always learn something and get him sometimes. I know, he's... Imagine growing up with the kid. We never hold punches against each other. It's, sometimes I feel like I'm just beating my head against a wall over and over and over, but it is always a learning experience. Back in the Brood War days, we played a lot, and I was Protoss, he's Zerg, and in Brood War, if you don't know, the meta at the time when we were playing was Forge Fast Expand as Protoss against Zerg. And so you have to very specifically place your buildings in a particular order, and it's different on each map and on each starting location on each map. In order to prevent Zerglings from running by. And if the Zerglings run by, it's basically game over right away. And oh my god, I played probably, I don't know how many games in a row, and you just kept running Zerglings by. Just run them by, run them by, run them by. I'm like, oh my god, it's so annoying. Just let me play the game. But then eventually, you know, I had to fix that, and then no one could run by me anymore. So it works out in the end, but holy hell, it's frustrating. Oh my god. Well, there's a lot of boats here. E-Man's just like, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna make more boats. It's crazy. We do have AA on the Mustang. Which actually then, it looks like it puts the Mustangs farther behind the fortress. Like, even farther. And the fortress just gets annihilated by the Overlord. I need to watch more Brood War. That game is incredible as a spectator. Absolutely. I still watch it. I don't play it anymore, but I watch the ASL or whatever the hell it's called now. I haven't seen the latest season. I try to tune in every year or every season of ASL, the Freaka TV Star League. It's done by Tastosis. And a bunch of the old guys are back, which is pretty cool. I think like there was a show match with Nada or something recently. Like Bisu's playing again, and like, oh my god. Stork? That guy must be like 100 years old. He's still building carriers too. A great game, Odyssey. Alright. Thanks for the replay. And so Kepals, you have 2 replays here. Is there one that, like, should we watch them both or this first one looks pretty cool. Here's another one almost the same, and sub arc card. We'll just watch the first one here. I think the bottom one is good. Okay. Bottom one should be the first replay you submitted. Thank you. Blood been using it wrong. Fighting game players be like that too. Love to play ancient games like it was yesterday. I was in university, my roommate bought a projector and we ended up playing a first to 100 of came out on Xbox. It was Street Fighter 2, but it was like Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting or something. It's like it came out on Xbox, I think, like a re-release, like a HD version. Played like best to 100 or up to first to 100. God, it was mental. I still have my old fight stick somewhere too. But fighting games are fun, but also, yeah, very challenging like that. But I think fighting games are cool because very quickly you're playing against your opponent rather than playing against the character that your opponent is. So there's like a meta game that evolves behind it, which is really neat. Where, hey, do I go for a throw? Do I go for the overhead? Do I go for the sweep? You can kind of like guess what your opponent's going to do, and there ends up being a sort of like triangle of like counters in a way, which can be very interesting and exciting. If you're a fighting game guy, there was a player, he wrote a book, it's called like Playing to Win or something. What was his name? He was an American guy that won one of the Street Fighter tournaments, and his gimmick way of winning basically was, I think in the finals he ended up doing like a throw like 12 times in a row or something, and the opponent's basically like, he's not going to throw again, and he throws again. He's not going to do it a 4th, 5th, 6th time. Serlin? Yeah, David Serlin, right? Let me look that up real quick. Serlin, yeah. David Serlin. Yeah, okay, I got that right. Playing to Win. Hey, oh my god, my brain works. I just looked it up. Yeah, there's a book. I have this book. I don't know where it went. I haven't seen it in a very long time, but I remember reading this book. It looks like it's is it free? Here, I'll paste it in chat here. This is what I'm talking about. Someone has a blog and a YouTube channel where he talks about game design. It's pretty good. I'm definitely going to be checking that out. I love hearing game design stuff. That's cool. I've been seeing a whole bunch of stuff recommended by shit, not Diego. Justin Wong. He's been coming up on my YouTube a lot. Oh, so Kepals, your cost control here. Okay. So the 11% decrease in attack doesn't make any difference on the Arclight Shockwave, I'm assuming. Spade says, my mechalogic is fallen. Can I steel ball Wraith this? And if I can't, can I force it hard enough? A mechabellum old man pace, yeah. Here we go. We got the double up here, the buddy system. Every Arclight get a buddy. And we're actually, okay, so IU is playing the hound step ladder. So this is, this could be quite educational. All right, looks like this, not quite, but we're getting there. Kepals is getting there. I discovered this band Slomosa recently. Oh my god, that's what we're listening to right now. They're amazing, but I'll change it up. All right, efficient light offered. Mass fort. How's that spelled? I'll listen at work tomorrow. Oh, Slomosa, Slomosa. They, to me, they sound a whole lot like Caius, the old desert rock band. I've been learning a little bit of them on guitar. They're fantastic. Here we go. We do have Shockwave now. Yeah, I'm like a big. I like metal, like doom metal, desert metal, whatever. But I know Twitch doesn't always necessarily like listening to that. Sometimes I like to chill too, so I've got New Job A's on right now. And just like a sort of chill playlist. Might be a bit better for the Borked builds. Okay, so Shockwave now killing all that stuff, and we just have one hero marksman, but just barely not enough. That's okay. Okay, so this should be 82. Yeah, 82. So 82, it's always 82. Even cost control Arclight's still 82 for the Shockwave. So technically, you're getting a better value here. Efficient light as well. Kind of looks like he paid to make arcs worse. Hey, Apucci, how's it going? Melter Raiden, Phantom Ray Void Eye. Yeah, the Borked build is not about playing well. It's about fucking around and seeing if you can make it stick. What are the texts we got here? Elite and EMP. It feels bad, man, that like this thing always does 82. If you elite or if you get what's it called? Charge shot? Doesn't make a difference. What level is this guy? 2. There is a lot of light units here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. other Arclights. I'm gonna ignore this guy on the right here. You know what? They are killing hounds fairly quickly, to be honest. Man, this doesn't die fast enough. I think it's working. I too wish I had synergy tech. Big EMP is almost interesting. But the EMP doesn't get big. It's only the main shot. The shockwave is separate. Oh yeah, Spade actually replies to that. Even if the Arclight does overkill, the shockwave will do something. What I notice sometimes in a case where the shockwave is good is when the Arclight is stuck on the fucking Sabertooth, but the shockwave still goes around and will kill the crawlers that are trying to run by it or whatever's near it, hounds or fangs or whatever. So even if your Arclight is stuck on a unit it shouldn't really be shooting, it can still kind of chaff clear, which is... like, ideally, you don't want that situation to happen at all, but, like, when it does, like, having the shockwave at least makes it not completely useless. Wouldn't Hound Armor nullify shockwave? Yep. Yeah, it would. Pretty much. Almost completely. So if shockwave ever gets meta, I'm going to put armor back on, I guess. Kepals, where's Scorpion? Are you playing Scorpion now? Did I miss something? No more tarantulas? Right above his units is flying. Yeah, this guy. Okay, so there's a lot of light units here. I'm gonna slow this down and see just how much this is actually working. Here comes a pack of crawlers. And that pack of crawlers is gone. But did it even matter that there was shockwave? Because the main blast was doing the most damage there, and the crawlers were not split. So it probably would have taken the same amount of shots regardless of having the shockwave. But against the Mustang, it's probably pretty good. Although I think they got EMP. Oh, they're all dead now. Yeah, too bad you don't have aerial mode. You need to look for ones that die to shockwave and not just the regular shot. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to find. There's so much goofy shit on the screen, it's hard to tell. Greed, the greed. Oh, well, actually, no, EMP prevent the EMP, or the photon prevent the EMP. Okay, sure. Did see some dying to shockwave, but most were still dying to the main shot. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess you just need more Arclights. Maybe this is only possible when you have extra deploy. Like, there might be a breaking point at some point when there's enough Arclights. Oh yeah, the Solidware just said. The visual spectacle is the reason to click shockwave. deck is for sure very strong versus Fang.
Try Devil HS just followed.
Thanks for the follow, guys. More wasps. All right. It is killing a bit extra on that pack. I think it's helping, but I think it does really well against these Oh, no, it doesn't. I was gonna say, I think it does really well against the Mustang, but no. Because the Mustangs are like a bit more spread out than crawlers. So here's this. Like, it actually hits the whole pack. But the Mustang, I mean, it still has like over 1,000 HP on the level 3 guy. Fan gamers grab forts and shields and get levels, and then it's garbage again. Looks like you want to be shooting wide packs, not long packs. Yeah, maybe. That's kind of like the Fang grenade. We found out the other week that really, with Fang grenade, a vertical pack does better against a horizontal pack. Or normally you would think a horizontal pack in normal, like being able to surround basically these guys would work better. But because of this Fang grenade, all these guys shoot, and I don't know, I can't remember. Whatever. I remember it being like the opposite. Maybe it's similar with the Shockwave here. You want to do with the wide pack. Do you guys play against stuff like this all the time? Wasps? It's like all light stuff, and then like a few phantom rays just being annoying. When all these guys are alive shooting, oh man, but these phantom rays are gonna block everything. That's so annoying. Shield does really well in preventing the Arclight from popping off too. Tower goes down on the right. Come on, Kepals, what's going on here? All the horizontals shoot and kill only from front ranks of the vert, but it only takes the front rank vert to wipe out the entire pack of the horizontals. Thank you. That's exactly right. I hate wasps so much I put AA on Arclight now. It's chosen here. I mean, anti-interference module could have been a thing. It prevents EMP. You throw that on a level 3 Raiden. Never lose range. Put on an Arclight, never lose Shockwave. Okay, we do have a cell on that worm here. So baiting out this oil is pretty good. Got 9 Arclights here now. Anti-interference is disgusting on Rhino 2v2. Oh yeah, if you have that new tech with the Rhino, oh yeah, that would be great. No hacky and no EMP. That thing's unkillable. That's your win condition. Oh, huge shots there. So the Raiden are pretty safe here. These bubbles are actually incredibly annoying. Very well positioned. Force melter from both opponents, so funny. Oh, Borked, haven't done mine yet. I hope. No, we have not. We've only just sort of been getting underway here. I think we got, this is the third replay. So are the Arclights helping? That is a good question. It seems overkill for what's, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 crawlers, 4 hounds. I don't know. I mean, it clears the ground quick, but these Mustangs would also help clear up this erroneous whatever crawlers. So we got Elite Marksman now, which again does not increase the shockwave damage, unfortunately. What made them decide 82 of all numbers? So arcs are dying and then Raidens do Raiden things. Also, how does enemy manage to have less crawlers than someone who spammed arcs if there's no tomorrow? They're like, please, bro, what made them decide any number in this game? That's fair enough. Alright, I'm gonna just watch from above here for a second. I want to see the timing. Sorry. So here comes a pack of crawlers that gets decimated instantly, actually. The extra range? Is that even doing much? All these guys get EMP'd still. Oh shit, this is huge damage though. What the fuck happened? Was that really just from the elite? Oh, we got AA on the Mustang too. Alright, let's check out the damage here. I don't know. What's the damage like? This guy's got the improved firepower. Still 82 damage. I mean, over the game, over 120,000, 100,000. These guys did nothing, though. I don't know. Is it worth it? Maybe, maybe not. It doesn't cost that much anymore. Firepower should increase the damage. It should, but it doesn't. Or at least it doesn't update the text. Okay. So an extra 65% on 82. Okay. Oh, AA forts get the bonus too? Hmm. Evil says shockwaves need the acid help. Yeah. Thank you for the replay. We're gonna go to the next player. So we got a whole bunch to go through here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 more. So Airgetlam is next. And again, guys, this is the Arclight challenge. So all the replays today, we're gonna be exploring Shockwave. So Airgetlam is our hero up in the north in the red trunks. Items work for techs, other bonuses do not. I want the Shockwave to ignore tower debuff for some reason. We accept it, don't question it. So small amp core is actually past the 3-shot breakpoint. So what is the small amp core? 20%? So 16.4. Which makes it 98.4 damage. Oh, is it 22%? Okay, remath this. 82. Yeah, 100.04. So just over the 100 health. Yeah, small amp, they do 100.4. Interesting. So it's 3 shots. Well, I mean, that's good to know. I mean, that could be viable. Like, maybe only Smamp Arclight pack is viable with Shockwave. Pretty niche. Don't ruin this for me. Phantom Ray, turn 2. Congrats on 1,000 subs on YouTube, by the way. Thank you, Rendash. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's been trying to do that for a while now, so I'm pretty happy. Didn't quite get it right before the new year, but to start the new year with it is nice. It was like, I got it on Monday, the day that I'm back at work. I'm like, oh, okay, well, it's not that bad. Degen Aura, Acid Crawler, Shockwave, Arclight. Okay. Degen, Wraith. Shockwave. I could see it. I mean, Arclights, you typically want to have a little bit of complementary chaff clear as well anyway. I could see that being helpful. You might be in a headbutt with a pack of Arclights, and then you build the Wraith in the headbutt, and you might not even need to click range on Arclight, you could just click Shockwave. And then you'd completely annihilate the ground. But is it worth it more than just getting more Wraiths and clicking 8-gun? It's obviously cheaper, but... No. So haste mod should be good as well then, because that's more than 22%. So that'll be over 100 damage as well. Shockwave. You all know Wraith is the king of the headbutt. That's literally in yesterday's video. I say it in every video, pretty much. Anytime there's a Wraith and a headbutt. I don't think I coined that, though. I think someone else did. I've shamelessly stolen and forgotten the source. Just use the Wraith in the worst possible way in the headbutt. Maybe that could be good for Arclight. Yeah! Oh, damn, look at this Overlord. Sick play here right in the front, just saying, you know what? let's just tank. Like these marksmen are not gonna be able to kill it in time. Just pop that spider right away. I love those moves where it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna slap this down like right in your face. No respect. Oh, excuse me. Oh, Fortress going into the Wasp, that seems pretty good. When are we going to see the Shockwave? We still only got 3 Arclights here, Airgetlam. Come on. There's so many tarantulas. Well, that's going to feel bad. Airgetlam. So this is a 1300 to 1400 MMR game, just so you guys are aware. Aggregating against tarantulas marksman. If I had continued some more, I might have bought more Arclights, but as it were, 3 with Shockwave were enough. I think they paired quite well with Mustangs. All in all, not that impressed with the tech. Before it gets some rework, you have to support it with other units like Mustangs in my case, or by deploying many Arclights. Not sure if it's what that is. That was a note from Airgetlam. So no, we're not actually going to be seeing more Arclights. It will be a party in the corner if you flank that. Yeah. 100%. This would pull all this. These are so far back. It might not get this guy. But I think everything else in this box would get pulled back here. And then you can just mobile beacon into the tower here. And Bob's your uncle. I actually do have an Uncle Bob, so I love saying that. That is a lot of spiders, though. Now the thing is, like, oh, against Spider Mine. Spider Mine is a 750 HP. Is Shockwave okay against Spider Mine? That's crawler sledge corner pull you talked about the other day is stupid effective. Would be really great here. Oh wait, I already read that. Evil, don't do it to the 1300. Scorching charge badger in the flank. Shockwave pretty unlikely to matter versus spider mines. Yeah, there's just a bit too much HP on them, eh? I mean, this game, I don't think the Arclights matter whatsoever. Cheeky flank here. Okay, let's see. Shockwave. I mean, it's not wrong. Like, it does help the Mustangs clear them a bit. It's so hard to tell. I don't know. But again, like the shockwave, it just tickles it. So you see all the health bars go down a little bit, and then... Yeah, so this guy, it shot some of them here, and it had like barely nothing move from its health bar. Shockwave didn't really matter whatsoever there. Hacker's better, yeah. I hate spider mines. I hate playing against spider mines. I put it on my bar, but I still haven't clicked it yet. I'm afraid to, because then it means I have to play against hackers, and I don't like that either. As of the best part. Oh, I guess you just need to subscribe, eh? I'm kidding. I don't have control over Jeff Bezos' pocketbook, unfortunately. I can't turn off all the ads. I don't really think hackers are that good for spider mines. Preach! What do you do? I want to know. You usually have a lot of innovative ways to deal with things. Because honestly, like, I actually hate spider mines, man. Especially in a game like this where there's so many tarantula, and then suddenly now there's a whole bunch of chaff with it. To me, it's really annoying. Ooh, big shot there. Hackers are countered by small units that are easy to kill, and spider mines just self-delete upon being hacked. Do they? I thought that they... Oh, I guess that makes sense. In my mind, they always, like, when they got hacked, they would just... Like, I would hack a spider mine, and then it would just blow up because it would hit this another spider mine next to it. Oh, that's game. Airgetlam getting the victory there. So, I appreciate the replay. Thanks, Airgetlam. I'm not sure that Shockwave had much of an impact this game, though, with the 3 Arclights. This was a saber deleting tarantula game, I think. But well played. We did learn, though, that Shockwave doesn't matter against the spider mines. So we did learn something. Okay, Solidware, you're up. You're still here, I think, hopefully. Yes. Alrighty. It is a lot of crawlers being killed by 3 arcs. Yeah. They just go run into the closest other mine or crawler and blow up, so units don't get distracted by the hacked mine usually. Yeah. Plenty of arc and mine. I logged in, played this game, and logged out. Figured I'd had enough fun for the night. Okay. Looking forward to it. So we are cheering for Solidware in the red trunks up here. All right, has this Arclight chosen here with armor and EMP to pair with it. All right. Range, mech rage, GG. Who plays spider mines in the big 2-6? Yeah, don't look at my tech bar for spiders, please. It's garbage. I saw someone play AAHE and regen spiders versus Woot today without range. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? That is something. Against Woot, though, you can pretty much do whatever you want. You know he's gonna do pretty much the same thing every game anyway. I don't really pick spiders against them because they're just gonna get boated. My most unit is steel balls right now. I'm very proud of that. That's wicked, dude. Mine's hound. Don't tell anyone. I was using hounds before it was cool. Against multi-melter, force multi-melter for +5 psychic damage. I missed before Badger rework when Woot was doing carry Badgers with some frequency. My favorite Woot game was when he played the whole game zoomed in like this and just built Vulcans and Melters and won the game. And I think one turn he even clicked end turn by accident when he was trying to place a unit up here. That was a good one. Hey, we got Shockwave going. Actually, all that chaff just got deleted. What's HP on Fang? Oof. 100? Oh, it's cost control, that's why. Shockwave may be better against cost control. Regent spiders are pretty nice on the flank if enemy doesn't respond properly. Cheesing with level 3 tarantula drop. When people do that shit to me, I just put a rhino there and then forget about it for the rest of the game.
Let's get scratching.
Adinch3 just subscribed with Prime.
Oh man, thanks for the Prime. Thank you. Here we go. Here we go. Solidware with the 3 rhinos. Comet evolvement. Hell yeah. Okay, so let's slow down a bit now. Let's see how these Arclights are doing. We don't even have range. We just have shock. And to me, it's looking like that's working pretty well. Now these big boy rhinos coming in. Pop! 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 Slapping everyone in the face. Ooh, one goes down though. So we need to get range on the Arclights and more Arclights, and I think you're golden. And maybe some AA. Pick all the spells. Cosplay as giant spec, tech everything. Oh, the soft talk. How do you do cost control? Yeah, pretty much. Also cost control, you can spend money every round on, for example, a missile or shield or something. What am I watching? What am I watching? Solidware, what the hell are you doing here? This poor, poor child getting destroyed by rhinos. Where is your game here? This is 1300, my first Borked Build. Rolled with cards, never been happier. Rhino versus Kitchen Sink Panic. I know I have 0 anti-air. I rolled the dice in shock and awe. Okay, this is amazing. This is like the Rhino factory. Oh, it is the mass Rhino. I missed that somehow. That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, like, you need to spend 100 on Chav, you just spend 100 on Rhino. With the Comet evolvement. You have 10,000 HP Chav, basically. It's crazy. And slowly higher and higher. Here comes the boys! Here comes the boys! Scorpion with range, what are you gonna do? Nothing. You need double shot. Not enough. Punch. You should try to get high mobility as well. That would be disgusting. Pulling the boys, that's right. It's terrifying. This guy's a little saw blades. Oh god, what did I do? I've lost it. This way. Sorry, guys. Incendiary offered. Also, I mean, photon could be interesting too. This is a really nice use of the fire, though. I like this placement. We're gonna get this whole line. Fortunately, it does get blocked. And now we've got the extra arc lights. Extra defense. So now they got 1,700. That's a big difference. What the hell? Weren't they like 10 before? It was 15K. You misread it. Okay. I'm crazy. Thank you. And they're pushing... Well, they push some of the stuff forward, but... Oh, here's the hackers! Is it gonna be enough, though? Is it gonna be enough? Oh, shit. Sometimes against hackers, I just get, like, armor and just make them tankier, and they can't get converted. I think the new Rhino Tech 2, the Comet Evolvement, also helps against hackers, because they can sometimes heal, like out-heal the hack. Although it did get nerfed, so maybe it's not as possible anymore. And these are, of course, mass-produced. Iron Whirlwind Rhino solely to deal with sledge flank pull? Is that crazy? No, that's good. It's one of the fastest ways to do it. There has been some experimentation. I saw, I mean, I tried this as well, but it didn't work for me. But apparently Kepals says that you can use the ground tech on a level 2 ray to deal with the rear sledges, because they'll shoot over top of the crawlers. But I don't know. I feel like there's still not enough damage there. Yeah, it also might get fixed. The Rhino was just much safer for a corner defense. And it slowly gains levels too, which can be pretty good. But if you do a Rhino and then you do like a beacon and you fix, like say it's here, you have a Rhino here, and you take a beacon on these guys and move them forward, then you're fine. Or even these two, I guess, move them forward. Here we go. We got levels on these Rhinos. White and blue. The red, white, and blue Rhinos. These American Rhinos. Rhinoing in. Stampedingly. What's the name for a swarm of rhinos? A herd? A pack? Stampede? A crash. A crash of rhinos. That's great. Boom! Gets the tower. Runs over, punches that hacker in the face. And it looks like that's gonna... That might be it. It's a lot of damage. Not quite, not quite. Another round. Yeah, I don't like ground targeting. It doesn't work well. It's buggy. It's weird. 4 crawlers? What do you want crawlers for? You want more rhinos. Trying to prevent getting hacked, I guess. Looking at the chaff clear here, it is pretty insufficient. The only chaff clear are these fire badgers in the front. So actually, yeah, these crawlers should be able to do very well. Going underground as well. Good move. Good move. Good move. This should be it. I can't see how Solidware loses from this position. I mean, unless there was air. There's nothing that shoots up, but sometimes it'd be like that. Rhino coming in from behind here as well. Oh, he's gonna get shut down though, I think. Okay, let's focus in here. Rhino's coming in. We've even got a level 3 Rhino. They've got armor now. I'm just punching through. A couple get hacked. But we do have some sabers here to help. Hang on a second. Uh-oh. What happened? I shouldn't have said anything. Solidware. Up against the ropes now. Shock and awe air defense. Dude, and there's even Overlord Phantom Ray. Boat? You can put a boat. I was just gonna say, you can put a boat here, beacon it to the tower, build some bullshit down here. I don't think this guy's gonna work. The level 3 marksman with double shots here. Enhanced control would do God's work here. Yes. Also, there's no EMP hacker on this, but EMP hacker's pretty good as well. Because it'll immediately reduce the HP of all the rhinos. And it'll get hacked very quickly. I think the underground blitz actually caused the crawlers to be too fast. Oh. Well then, gotta go faster. High mobility. Oh my god, okay, yeah, here we go. What am I saying? Just build rhinos. Just build rhinos. The sort of pseudo-gospel with the Overlord. And this is only a level 1 tower. They come in here and absolutely crush this, I think. Boom, tower goes down. Now the rhinos are completely safe and fine. Beautiful. Beautiful. You love to see it. So, Shockwave? Did Shockwave do anything here? The question was Shockwave, not Rhino, but... When in Rome, right? Mass Prod Rhino. That's an awesome card. Well done, nice replay. Thank you for the replay, I appreciate that. And that was the first time replay here for Solidware, so everyone say thank you. That was fun, that was a good one. I'm looking forward to whatever you come up with next. Rendash, you're next. The hero Twitch chat deserves. Need whirlwind Arclight's poo poo. Giant shockwave arc flank. It could have been good. We're gonna have another game where shockwave was not the carry of the game. Well, thanks, Rendash. I'll just leave this on 2x. Okay, we've got Missile Spec up against Saber. These far back steel balls. Kinetic charge. No chaff for red. Yeah, by the way, so Rendash is our hero in the blue trunks on the north. This is at about 1650 MMR. Very early shockwave arcs. Clear stuff, and yeah, we'll see what happens here. Kind of crazy not to make chaff against like saber teeth. Redeploy offered. Nice. Perfect. What was that cell? The wall? I tend to sell my sabers mid game, but they do great for the early boards. If the sabers get levels, you keep them. But yeah, if they don't get levels, you sell them. Saber's a very powerful unit if you get to level 2, level 3, level 4. Like, essentially, think about it like this. Like, Saber is kind of a good insurance policy against giants. Stuff like Vulcan or even Melter can do well against Melter. As long as they have levels. Think about going up against a Melter and you've got like ranged double shot. Oh, you don't even run double shot? You're crazy. Yeah, ranged double shot, just double tap the Melter, it dies. It's fantastic. Don't be afraid of them. Do you run it? Those texts are wrong. You're a liar. These replays never lie. You're the bottom player? Oh, fuck. Oh, sorry. It's Chet Manley. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'd see if able. So I was criticizing you not building chaff against the sabers. All right, all right. Oh, excuse me, sorry. At least it's only round 2, and I didn't talk shit the whole game. I'm sitting here wondering, why did you rotate the blue player to top? That I didn't realize it wasn't even my play. Yeah, my bad, my bad. That's why it's good to have you here. All right, so you did get a level in the ball in round 3, which is pretty decent. Wasp to pair with that. It's almost worth it, I think, to... oh, he sold out one of those balls, but... I know kinetic charge gives you more for every range you move. But if the ball was like 1 in front, then you can have the wasp behind protected. I don't know if it matters if you're going to go for range play anyway, but... yeah. So now we see left side being boosted up here. We got a bunch more fangs. So now Chaff's coming online. That's looking good. Level 2 marksman locked on it. Level 2 saber. Saber's got range already. I don't understand these techs. We got range and field maintenance. Like, missile. Like, I don't know. I don't know. That's a lot of sabers. I would be looking to click that range button on my balls. The ball saber matchup is kind of dynamic. In that if the balls get a lock and they're far enough away, like they're going to do very well. But often they get too close and then they get one tapped by the sabers. Already got range on the sabers. 135 meters. Balls of 45, 85. Oh man, even with kinetic charge, might not even stay far enough back if we double tech range kinetic charge, depending on where it is. Oh, hi. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate that. I just ran out of water and my lovely wife came and brought me some tea. I didn't even tell her nothing. She just knew. Odyssey says different text for different scenarios, but not having double shot is a crime. That's what I think. I feel every saber tech combination makes sense except skipping double shot. Even skipping range. Yeah, because exactly, if you had secondary armament, field maintenance, and no range, like that's totally fine. These two techs do not really synergize with range. Because with secondary armament, the range on that is 95. So if you have a range of more than that, so 135, it's possible that secondary armament is not actually going to trigger. Okay, now we've got the shockwave now. One shockwave here. I mean, I don't know. Like, it took 4 shots. Like, it would have taken the same amount of shots anyway. Side gun's best saber tech. You've really flip-flopped on that then, Odyssey, because I remember you telling me it was garbage like a few months ago. I remember telling you that it wasn't. I think in this day and age, oh, we even got a tech here. In this day and age, against all the hounds and whatever, I think it's pretty good. So when I click the most on sabers is Phalak. Honestly, anti-missile, best saber tech, really? It's like the crappiest missile interceptor in the game though, isn't it? I don't run missile interceptor. Sometimes it feels bad to not have it, but most of the time I don't care. Farseer's worse anti-missile? Okay. Sabers don't need text or any missiles, kind of free. Yo, we've got a staircase of sabers here. 7 sabers. What the hell? And we've got shockwave arclights against 4 packs of crawlers. That's crazy. And this is 1650. I don't know how this secondary armament can't be right. All the units are staying too far back. But I guess maybe Chet is using it as chaff clear. I don't know. A cutlery of sabers. Okay, is that what we're calling the pack of sabers here? The cutlery of sabers. Farseer and Saber anti-missile is the same as far as I know, but Farseers are 300, so it's just worse. When they first released secondary, I thought it would be useful as chaff clear because I thought based on how it looked, it would be a small AoE. Yeah, that makes sense. But then you kind of have one unit that can do everything. Here we go, here we go. Kinetic charge. Range steel balls, level 2. You'll love to see it. So these are at 85 meters now. And they'll gain, what, 20 more meters? 105 meters or so by here-ish. They're going to always be outranged by the sabers unless we win one side and then transition to the next. You've moved everything over onto the left here. I think that makes sense. This is taking too long to get here. And the ball would be completely exposed. So I think that's a good idea here. Let's see how this plays out. A lot of like missile action and spells going on over here. Shockwave. Doing shockwave stuff. Here comes the balls. They get locks. Nice. They're also just outside of the range for secondary armament. Those balls worked out okay. Hopefully you got some levels on them. Medium units. There's a full fight Texas. They outrange secondary, yeah. Elite hacker. Yeah. This is definitely what you can do. If your opponent is not playing chaff, definitely go for the hacker. Only need 4 Arclights to clear it with Shockwave. I've got a good lock. Oh, it's gonna just totally annihilate everything. It gets hacked back. We're just trading hacks back and forth. And huge steel balls here. Oh my god, completely annihilated that side now. Thank you for these sabers. You're gonna shoot your own tower now. This is what I love now. These steel balls, now they're up to 150 meters of range. Absolutely crazy. Now they're outranging the sabers. Although it doesn't matter because there's still crawlers and stuff left. Huge damage there, nice. Laser sight. Are you gonna put that on a ball? Please say yes. Is it going on a ball? Oh, it's going on the hacker. I mean, I guess. I'm the kind of guy that would have put it on a steel ball. Saber AM is slightly worse than Farseer, or it was on the old stat pool I have. Should be on the Arclight. The laser sight. Okay, so here's the chaff clear solution here. We got napalm. But still, it doesn't really help. Like, the fire badgers are just gonna get hacked now. Be a shame if you sabers kill all those badgers. Like, absolutely, yeah. It's like right in front too. This guy is gonna get hacked immediately. No shields, no chaff. Okay, there is one chaff. Can you bait out the like side cannon on a single crawler? Good missile here, by the way. Good missile as well. Yeah, the napalm is like kind of working against him a bit too. Because when that unit got hacked, that crawler, the napalm ended up here. Go steel balls. Look at the range. It's so good. This does not look real. Like, this looks like it shouldn't be possible. Like, the reason why steel balls are balanced is because they have to get in close. But with this, they just stay forever. Like, they stay so far back. Better than a melter. The aggro melter. Shit, dude, look at all this damage. This guy owned. But how are these Arclights doing here? Lots of damage on this guy. Yeah. I mean, they're doing their job. You're actually chaff clearing better, I think, with the missile spec than with the Arclights. Yes, this is new Jabes. Or new Jabes. Jable and Jables. I call it new Jabes. I don't know what it's actually pronounced. So the worm drops, so I went enhanced control. I mean, that's fantastic anyway. But definitely a good counterplay. Oh my god. Oh, unfortunately that one didn't. But this one, that's huge. And it has armor too. Disgusting. Oh my god! Did you see that? The secondary armament just destroyed the tower. It just totally won the round here. Won the game. That little blast to the tower. Nice job. Great game here, Rendash. Steel balls are so good. That was a fun replay. Thank you. JD Howard, you're up. Had to watch the replay twice to see what happened there. The secondary Armageddon did more for Rendash this game than the villain. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. And that's the thing, right? When you have range and secondary armament, like, I don't know. It doesn't... It's the anti-synergy. So then it gets hacked and it starts shooting your own stuff. It inspired me beating my ass with ranged balls in tourney. Did I? Oh, I did. Yeah, that was like 2 weeks ago. Range balls are great. I think they're fantastic. Amazed we haven't gotten any saber skins considering it's saber meta. People are saying that. I don't believe it. I think sabers are not great, to be honest. But I'm that person who picks Mustang starts right now. And the Mustang start totally wins against the Sabres. I don't think I've ever lost a round 1 against Sabre. And then I'll just build hounds and crawlers and whatever, a bunch of bullshit. And the Sabres are completely useless. They end up getting sold out. And once they get sold, then I build fortresses. Okay, so this game, we're cheering for J.D. Howard in the red trunks on the north side of the screen. J.D. Howard in cost control up against I'll just say Mumney as aerial spec. Saber is my top priority starting unit right now, says Apucci. I know, it's a lot of people, so just play around it. The Saber Hound pack is really good. They don't have issues with unit skins. Mine just do not apply in games sometimes. I don't think I've heard of that. I don't have that problem. Oh shit, level 2 Shockwave. Now here is a player who understands what we're trying to do here. Round 2 Shockwave. Hell yeah. Gotta get in close though. What even is meta right now? I just keep playing steel balls. Don't listen to meta. I feel saying hounds are meta is probably safe. Yes, I would say so only because Mag 1 last week, every single game had hounds in it. And I mean, yours truly, I'm not against that. I think I'm a person who's probably promoting that a bit here. Hounds are pretty nice. It's a crawler meta. I think you can just say it's anything meta. It's a sledgehammer meta. No, it's a marksman meta. Yo, I love these Arclights. This is fantastic. Now we got range on round 3. Double tech Arclights by round 3. Range Shockwave. This is sick. Opponent has gone for range on sledges, which actually kind of works out well against the arcs. You have field maintenance. That could be good on the sledge here. Make crawlers default to loose formation. You have to tech to get normal packs. That's the Shockwave meta. You know, that's actually a really good idea. The thing with the hound crawler stuff is the hounds make the crawlers more effective because of the way, if you had a hound here, right, you can position them like this and the crawlers filter through and you get a sort of natural loose formation without costing any money. It's not a full wide loose formation, but you also don't lose any HP on the crawlers. So that's another reason why the sort of hound crawler stuff is so popular right now, I think, because it just makes your crawlers more cost effective. Smoke. I already have that fortress out of J.D. Howard here too. It's going to do well in being able to deal with that bubble. So the comp here is Fortress Arclight. Honestly, it would be kind of interesting to see a third type of chaff that's just a loose crawler. Maybe at 12 meters. Because everyone sets every square inch of the board on fire. I don't understand why crawler... I mean, I do gameplay-wise, but, like, I don't understand how crawlers take damage from fire. The fire's on top of the ground and the crawlers are underground. Logistically, it doesn't make sense to me. I got range fortress, 140 meter range, 115. Wait, what? The Arclights are going to get in front of the fortress. We click overload 2, that reduces by 20, 120 meters, 115 Arclight, so it's still going to be in front. So in order to keep the fortress in front of the Arclight, we would also need to tech elite marksman. We need elite marksman and launcher overload. Because right now I feel like these Arclights are just going to walk to their death. Fire should just be... I don't know. I don't want to say anything. I don't like fire. I'll just say that. I think it stays on the ground for too long. If it does a lot of damage, sure, that's fine. But just, like, don't leave it on the ground for so damn long. I don't like that I can have a crawler way back here that will run into fire that's, like, over here at the start of the round. This should go away by the time this gets there. It should kill, like, all of this, sure, but, like, there should be at least something on the board that doesn't run into the fire. Bearlike is the only player who likes fire. Not true. There's a lot of defensive Chinese players that love fire as well. So I play a lot of steel balls. The crawlers are safe inside the armor. Yeah. That's what I say. I say that the steel ball is just a transport for the crawler. The crawler is the real unit that you want. But you can't always just build crawlers. Sometimes you need to have a little transport for them. It's like in Red Alert, like Command and Conquer, the APC unit, you could load your infantry into it and then drive it wherever. That's all it is. It's a vessel. The ball is a vessel for crawlers. Steal APCs, yeah. 2-1 loves her firehounds. Yeah, that too. All the fucking like firehound, like War Factory bullshit. Thanks to Factory Master. That's something I don't like playing hounds into, is a War Factory. Maybe you guys just need to play more War Factories. Okay, do we have any other techs here? We do have overload now. Right side, these level 5 crawlers with replicator absolutely shredding. This tower under serious threat. There's a lot of giant units still here though, but tower's gonna go down. I choose you, crawlers. Throw steel ball. Pokemon. These forges are staying alive quite a while. always click speed for your forts. I agree. Sometimes if I've got 50 bucks, and even if it's like round 4, I'll just click speed because in my opinion, like speed, redeploy, range, beacon, these kinds of abilities are like the best in the game, right? When you have a game where you can only deploy certain places, you're not really supposed to be able to move them very much. Anything that gives you more speed to close distance, more ability to move things around, or more range is always going to be very good. It's only 50 bucks, and look how much you get. Oh, we got it this turn. I'm glad that most non-2-1 players seem to find the Titans boring, because they definitely are underplayed for how strong they are, Factory especially. Factory is just such a... it's just annoying. Like, you can counter the factory, and then suddenly, oh hey, you know what? The factory's going to start producing steel balls, and now the targeting on everything doesn't work anymore. Or hey, it's going to start producing Phoenix, and then you click EMP on Phoenix, and guess what? Now you have a unit that's basically just producing EMP for the whole round. Flying EMP. It can be tough to deal with. Hope we're seeing missiles here. This is kind of crazy to have replicate on these crawlers. Oh, what? Hang on. It's the elite crawler. That's why we're getting all these elite crawlers. I see. I see. So, Arclight Shockwave. Is it going to be helpful here? Does it help clear the replicated stuff? Does it clear these level 5 crawlers quickly enough? I haven't been focusing too much. Sorry, I'm distracted by chat here. Don't think the economy of the game works for those silly units. The Abyss is the good guy. The Titans hold the other two back. It is still a Titan, though. One of the good ones isn't really a good excuse. All right, let's try to pay attention here to how these crawlers are going to be cleared, if these Arclights are going to be able to do well enough. JD Howard is against the ropes here. This Fortress level 4 steel ball production is pretty sweet, though. I'm going to slow this down. Popping those shields so quick, actually. That's awesome. Now, actually, the bubble goes so the smoke comes down. Alright, so here comes the crawlers. Is it? I think it is helping. They're not even getting close. I think the shockwave helped there quite a bit. Without shockwave, there's no way this would clear. 100%, I think, because they have a lot of HP. Level 5. So Solidware says there's so many high scaling cheap units like oops, the Phoenix I've had since round 3 is just better than your Naked Abyss. Well, yes. That's why often you'll see in high level games an army that completely decimates the ground, and then you only have like, you know, 1 or 2 marksmen or like 1 Phoenix, something like that, something very light for air. Because if you can completely annihilate the ground, you have a huge army left. that AA unit is totally safe. So yeah, building a Abyss into a game that you're already losing the ground heavily is not going to help you, because their like single small AA is going to be able to deal with it. Okay, here we go again. And we have this pull here on the side, but it's actually going to create more crawlers. Now the Arclights are locked onto the Scorpion. Oh shit, is this gonna... Well, look at this. So they're stuck on the Scorpion, but there's still chaff clearing because that, the Shockwave. This could have been very bad. I think the Shockwave there helped quite a bit. And it looks now like JD Howard's going to push through. We didn't have enough money for the high mobility, but that'll do it. So thank you, JD Howard. I think that was a pretty good example of Shockwave actually kind of doing something. EMP on the sledge. Range EMP. I guess it didn't really work out, eh? Alrighty. We've got 2 more to go. We've got JDG and then we've got Masao. And you guys should think again, what do we want to do for Borked builds this week? Do we want to do +2/+2 before techs? Or do we want to do ground spec on Phantom Ray? What would you prefer to do? JDG is on the south side here in the blue trunks. We've got Marksman and a Sledge start. Immediately going to Arclight. So now we got ranged charge shot, elite, and shockwave. Assault mode on the marks. Ground Phantoms is good for HE with clearing. Bro, Evil, go to bed. Why are you here? And I don't think I agree with you because that reduces the damage too much. Yeah. Like you can click burst. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm inclined to say do ground tech Wraith this week, just so I can see you not get a replay in. Yeah. All right, I guess we're gonna do ER raise. That'll be our challenge this week. We'll conclude with the last tech that we haven't really done much with yet, and then we can start doing some other weirder stuff. All right, JDG also getting the memo. Round 2, Shockwave. I love to see it. Yo, actually did decent there. I think that Shockwave worked out well. Incendiary. Oh, skip. Yeah, I guess you have to skip if you want to tech a range. Wait, but now you can't build any units. Or did you? No, I guess you did. Nice play on the right here from Marinotter. Arclight shut down quickly on the right tower, surviving. Oh my god, look at all this shockwave. See, these are all spread out pretty well. And then look what happened. So this chaff cleared, and then it was spread out, right? And then the Arclight started to turn over this way, and then we had 2 or 3 of them shooting over here. Clear that chaff real quick. Oh! Nice. Wasp swarm. This is the Rhino turn. Don't have any heavy damage here from JDG to deal with that Rhino. Redeploying this Phoenix over here, I probably would have kept it with the Rhino. I'm not sure how we're gonna deal with this Rhino here, unless you just win heavily on the ground. Oh, we got another Rhino coming on the left too, the flank. Defensive Wasp is good. It's gonna pull a bit. Oh, big EMP. I don't think this round is gonna go in JTG's favor here. But we'll see. This round does get slowed down a bit by the chaff. Left side actually wins pretty heavily. Tower under threat now. But that Phoenix is dead. What the hell? I guess you don't need damage. Marksman's enough. Oof. JTG almost the shutout here. Absolutely crushing. You know, it's looking bad when Rhino Spec doesn't win the obligatory round 4. I know, right? And honestly, like looking at this, there's nothing on the board here that really deals with the Rhino. But somehow, JDG found a way. Even had EMP like on him this round too. Yes, a laser sight on the Arclight. Well, this is the top killer here. 102 kills that last round. And the second most damage in the game. Or like on his side. What else is killing? This guy? Oh, okay. Yeah, like look at all the kills on this guy. 102, that's really good. I can't click on this guy. There he is. 69. Nice. Ground Wasp. That's a choice. Another EMP. Now how are you going to deal with this fortress? There's so much HP here. The shockwave doesn't go through the shield. Oh, nice beacon here, by the way, I'm a red player. Prevents the tower being under threat. Oh, but there's just enough chaff here, and the marksmen are just shooting away. Is it going to be good enough? Nope, tower goes down. It's actually close. So here's another case, right? The Arclight, ah shit, it got blasted, but it was locked onto the fortress, but still killing the fangs that were around it. It could be a secret tech against, like, fang spawn from fortress, which we don't have, but pretty cool. Battleship, like it. JDG going for the kill. Only needs 288 damage. Looking for an opportunity just to close out the game. Ooh, Mustang, though. Left side. Oil, slow things down. Oh, double upgrade on the fortress. That's a lot of HP. But this battleship coming in, it's gonna win the game, it looks like. A missile here, that's not gonna help. And then the oil slowing it down. Good position here, it should still go through. Oh, there is high mobility. They might be able to walk through this a bit. No, probably not. They're gonna shoot at the walls, they're not gonna walk forward. They don't walk forward, they shoot the walls. Oil comes down perfectly. And now that boat lands. Totally destroys that tower. Now this left side. Everything's on fire. Bubbles go down. Is this counter fire? Yeah. Rhino's trying to fit through. But is there enough damage to deal with these forts? Goes down. Yeah, this is gonna be game, I think. This Overlord just won the game. So nice play, good find. And just surrounds and annihilates whatever's rust there. Good job, JDG, nice game. I feel like this game, the Shockwave was actually really effective in the beginning there. Arc tech's the wrong direction. Spider and Hound and Badger are better at their job. Tech Arc turns into carry? I don't know what you mean there. But yeah, when they're locked on, as Lucretius says, the Shockwave was still clearing the Mustangs and anything near the fortress. So I think it does have value when your opponent has units that you keep getting locked onto by mistake. It can sometimes maybe fix some issues in positioning. I was saying before, like, you know, having redeploy and beaconing and stuff and moving things around is very effective in this game because you can't change your position once it's set. In a case where you're locked onto something, you're not going to be able to change that. So a tech like Shockwave might be an effective way, in a way similar to a redeploy could be used to fix positioning as a way to fix bad lock-ons from positioning or whatever. So maybe there's some merit there. And we've got one last replay here from Masao. We've got the Hound Mustang pack. Some people's least favorite and currently my favorite pack. Masao on the top in the red trunks, going for Arc Saber, and Merle's taking the steel ball. Hound, also a very solid pack. Looks like we're going to see a cast deploy. Yep. Yep, exactly. No, that needs to be over one more. Over one more, up one more. No. There's only one. No. No, that goes here. And that goes here. It's good enough. Steel balls positioned like this basically means that they run into the tower and they split up. So it helps it against the scorpions. Like if you go against scorpions or whatever later, they won't all get blasted in one shot. But anyways, yeah, we're cheering for Masao here. So we've got the Arclights, we've got Shockwave. We'll see what happens. Spider gets Mech Rage right or Hound, but Arc is stuck with options like Charged Shot, and Elite doesn't make them better Chaff Eaters. Yeah, we said that for a long time, that's why we finally gave us Shockwave, but we also don't want Arclight to be the best Chaff clear in the late game, since it is the best in the early game. There needs to be a reason to get the other Chaff clear units. Yeah, if everything has its own sort of timing window. So anyone coming from StarCraft would know what a timing attack is, hopefully. But essentially that's when all of your units or your techs or whatever, they are all kind of at their peak. And ideally, also in a timing attack, your opponent's techs or upgrades or investments or whatever have not peaked and paid off yet. And you have a timing attack based on that, right? And what makes the game dynamic is often if you have a timing attack into a player and they're like defending or whatever, there's a point in time in which their investments start to pay off and they fight back and can defend the timing attack. So sometimes it's about buying time. If we bring that to Mechabellum here, we see that a lot as well. We see a lot of games where you have one player completely dominating in the beginning, getting really low or getting your opponent really low in health. But the opponent's been investing in late game stuff, waiting for their investments to pay off. And then finally they do, and the game turns around. And some people attribute that. They're like, oh man, they got like a good lucky unit drop or whatever, but they don't see the big picture sometimes. I feel like sometimes there's economy plays and stuff early on that also help benefit that. And then as Sapucci is saying here, the units themselves, right? Arclight, really good in the beginning, less so in the late game. So Arclight player may be winning substantially and wants to close out a game, to end the game because they don't want to lose their timing, where an opponent may have another unit that scales better. If the Arclight was just good the entire game, then no one would make anything else. I mean, we're all complaining about Shockwave a bit, but the only thing that's wrong with it right now, when you think about it, is just numbers. And numbers are very easy to change. If we can adjust numbers so that it's in some balanced state where it is a bit better, but not too good, then that's great. That's an easy fix for dev, easy fix for the community to make, or to understand or whatever. But the tech is available now. Right, this is an ability that's in the game. It's been designed and developed, and it's in play. If we can just adjust the numbers a bit, then it may be in a really nice place. So we're really arguing over like very small details, right? Theoretically, should be easy to change, providing the developers want to change it, and we make enough of a outcry, I guess, about changing. I know the developers, and especially Bearlock, likes to try to do things that are like maybe not the most obvious. Like instead of adjusting a number, trying to do something different. Which is cool sometimes, but other times, hey man, just like, why is it 82? Just make it a different number. I think Shockwave would have been incredible a few months ago when loose was clicked more than sub bits. Yeah, and the reason why we don't click loose anymore, we lose it got nerfed. We lose too much HP on loose. It has to be a winning move because the next turn is just build Mustangs, and now all of your crawlers are dead. And you just threw the game. And then now we click sub because there's so much fire and garbage on the ground. So it is a bit weird that it was, yeah, a tech that was added to Arclight to help with loose, but then loose is not really played anymore for other reasons. However, I mean, it takes time to develop these things, so it probably was thought of and developed at a time when loose was used a fair bit, but then by the time it was released, that was no longer the case. The meta changes. When are we going to see a shockwave here? Round 4, still no range. Same as Saber, it's statistically worse than Ford, but it comes out earlier and can scale earlier, so it has a different niche. Yeah, the timing. They skipped ER arc this game, which makes me sad. Oh, damn, yeah, it was first turn, too. And the decreased attack by 20%. That's not an item, so that does not affect the 82. The shockwave would... Oh shit, we got a quick tech shockwave as well. These phantom rays just mixed in with these wasps. Get in on that tower. Nice. Shockwave would still be full damage and makes up for the damage lost. Yeah. Well, ER makes up for the range lost. Yeah, it seems like a good combo. So actually nobody managed to get that card this time then. If you guys missed it, I still think the coolest was Evil's game, where he combined Shockwave with acid crawlers. If you missed it, he put acid crawlers on the line here, and so they died right away, left acid on the ground, and then all the opponent's units were running through the acid and getting Shockwave blasted by the Arclights, and they actually did a lot of damage. It was pretty sweet. I love the responses like, hey, you know what? Shockwave doesn't do enough damage. Let's increase the damage by adding acid. I think that's pretty cool. More hounds. Some hound over here, maybe. Masao got the aerial wasp. Every time I click Acid Crawler, I just lose horribly, so kudos to him. I think it's a great tech. I use it a lot in the Titan meta. I don't run it anymore, I don't think. Maybe I should. Okay, so... I mean, I guess oil is also pretty good for Shockwave too, because there's more clumping stuff. Huge pull here, but still not able to push through. Or can? No. Oh, what the fuck? The tower goes down? These guys are so sneaky. So slippery. -50. Well, Masao finding a way to come back now. I, for one, will never miss the enhancement module economy days. Is that ever really truly gone? Exactly, they still exist. We do see it less, though. So by increasing the cost to 300, that means it can't come down on turn 2 anymore. Or whatever, it got moved a tier up. And so we don't see it as often. And it definitely mostly works on, like, giants. Boats more often than not are obviously the best for it. But before it cost 300, you could use it in pretty much any game. At least now you do have to think about it a little bit. Because it'll take a lot longer to get your money back if you're not playing giants. Ooh, 2 tiers up, okay. Yeah. I don't even know if like training spec is like good for the game, to be honest. Like I guess it's fine, but I don't know. It always feels bad to me that, like, let's say someone throws down a giant on a turn, or sorry, like a titan throws down a war factory, and you weren't really ready for it, and then that war factory gets leveled up, so it gets to level 2, and then you can also click on it again to get it to level 3. So in one turn, you have a level 1 war factory. The next turn, you're dealing with level 3. I don't like that. Because then at that point, it's like outscaling whatever you can do to deal with it. Because if you're dealing with a war factory with Abyss, you usually want to have like the same level. I don't think you want to be behind a level. And the max you can recruit is level 2 Abyss. You can't build melters because they'll just get blasted as well. War factory too high level. Maybe that's just a me thing, but I don't really like that. Or maybe I also just, you shouldn't be able to have 2 of them. I don't know. It is crazy. Enhanced mod used to be 50 supply. Yeah. Level 2 Abyss with vertical can deal with level 3 Titan. Still though, you don't know if your opponent is gonna put 800 bucks into it. So you gotta gamble and build a level 2 Abyss and then attack on it. Kind of expensive. I guess you get punished for not being able to predict a war factory, but I don't know, still, I think it's like, it's just too big of a swing. That's like fucking like 1,000,000 HP. Mostly this is just me having nightmares still, playing against Raging. And then also getting a redeploy, and just moving the factory around. I don't think that Titans should be redeployable. Titans can't use items. They also shouldn't be able to use training spec, and they also shouldn't be able to be redeployed. That's my opinion. Just be ready with those acid crawlers. Yeah. Training also gives a win condition basically from round 1, which is fine, I guess. There's some things you can't do against a training spec, right? You don't want to be in a Wraith headbutt because your Wraiths will get out leveled. Any kind of mirror match you don't want to be in because you'll be behind in levels. So you do have to play around the training spec. All right, what's Masao up to here? 1, 2, 3, 4. We've only got 5 Arclights here. We're already in round 8. They still got almost more than 2,000 HP here. Absorb mod on the Phantom Ray. That's interesting. Not a steel ball. Mobile beaconing into the oil. Okay, so here's the oil. Slowing everything down. Is Shockwave doing anything? All this stuff is dead on the ground. Left side, now this flank is cleared. All the stuff's coming in. Same with over here. So now those Arclights are stuck on the steel ball, but they're still able to clear those crawlers. So in this case, it looks like Shockwave did well. If those Arclights were stuck on the steel balls and not killing the crawlers, then there would not be this huge amount of units on the left here. This would not work. So because of that, that's like quite a bit of damage there. I still remember when every game ended with the corner factory dance. Yeah. I don't want to get back to that. Let's just do whatever we can to not go back to that place. For all my whining, the game is much better today than it was 6 seasons ago. The game, it's only... We're in season 6, aren't we? Or are we in season 5? We're in season 6. So you're talking about the first season or the pre-season season? Yeah, it's very different from then. There weren't even Phantom Rays in the game. There weren't Hounds. We did not have very many units. The Overlord was 4x4 instead of 5x5. No worms also, yeah. No unit drops. Man, you guys got problems with unit drops. You guys got problems with everything. I think unit drops are great. Fight me. Mustangs are the natural pair up with Shockwave just because those partially damaged crawlers are a lot easier to clean up. Yeah. I mean, in this case, well, no. Here we go. Yeah, we've got the Mustangs here. Good block on that EMP. This move with the balls is actually really annoying. It looks like that side gets cleared up fairly quickly. So here comes all this jank. Crawlers here. Look, oh, that Shockwave did quite a lot. You saw that. They killed that whole pack of crawlers, even though it was kind of spread out. I love though I have to like get under the microscope here to figure out if it's worth it or not. But it looks like Masao does come through with the game there. With the Shockwave for the win. Nicely done. Thank you for that replay. I think this is Masao's first submission here to Borked Builds as well. So thank you for those games. And as a reminder then, so next week for Borked Build, we're going to do ground, what do you call it? Phantom Ray ground tech. It's not on here, but the ground mode. So the rule will be, I don't know, just use that tech. Ground targeting here. Don't do it on the very last turn, right? Try to use it for like an, part of your strategy. Make it kind of somewhat integral to your strategy. Doesn't have to be first tech. It would be cool if it was first tech. You get bonus points if it's first tech, but it doesn't have to be first tech, maybe second. Yeah, see what you can come up with ground targeting. I mean, another option too is like in a case where you want to use it to deal with the sledge flank. If you can get it working for that, I would love to see that too. Yeah. All right. YouTube, thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video.